So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cassius Marsh in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike, 250. Man, red. Man, I got you.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set. 260. 50-50. Hey, 22.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. David Johnson here on the catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, 40's Mike, 40's Mike, right there, 40's Mike. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Check Mike 40, check Mike 40. No chance.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety, and you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
There we go, dude. That's what it is.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Cardinals nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We ain't giving him nothing today.
Here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Ready, 280, 22, 59.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Set, yellow lady, yellow lady, easy.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Alert!
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. Got So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
First down, Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight end right. 4 down.
A give running right, Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Drake. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Stafford on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tighten up, tighten up. Switch. Watch, twitch.
On first down, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Miles Killebrew with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
59!
Back to throw, Stafford. This one complete to Lacey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, we got 4.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now a dump off here complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird, 50 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, boys, bring it!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Now he'll escape to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rodney Gunter able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Stafford now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
22. Middle. 10.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what